Well, there's a rare look at that tunnel under the deck park, the Clyde Warren Park in downtown Dallas. Things running smoothly. You just don't see that very often.
Good to see.
Running well.
Oh, no blinker.
All right, let's go to Ed Wallace, who says this is a heck of a car that he's got for you this morning. And you wouldn't have to work too terribly hard to drive a hard bargain on it, eh?
Well, Tim, we're bringing the Chrysler 300 back, the 2015 model, because we're going to prove the car industry is often run on hype. Now, when the original 300 was changed a couple years ago, I put it as the best car I reviewed for the money that year. The Hyundai Genesis came in second. But here comes the 2015 and the Chrysler pitch, they've made it infinitely more luxurious. Now, to be fair, I had to literally go to Huff-Heinz Chrysler this week, park it next to a 2014 model to find out what the differences were, and believe me, I could barely find it. In fact, I couldn't tell much difference at all. We've got a couple engines, a V6 engine that's like 292 horsepower, but this car is rated 31 miles to the gallon on the highway. Not only is it rated that, but I got 34 and a half when I'm doing 60 miles an hour going down the road. This particular one has the Hemi engine in it that's over 360 horsepower. But again, remember, the pitch is it's much more luxurious than it used to be. I got in here and it looked pretty much like the same dash to me. I will be fair to say, Chrysler has gone from using the worst navigation system ever designed for a car to where they have one of the absolute best navigation systems out there. So here's the big change I noticed. The way you put the transmission in gear. It is now a knob that you dial in instead of a short throw handle. And believe it or not, that was kind of a problem on the last one because the handle was so close to the console and it was such a short throw, you actually had to learn how to get it into drive. Backseat room, absolutely magnificent in this car. And of course, because it's a full-size sedan, it has a full-size trunk. So, the ride and drive of it, how is it? It's magnificent. When they went from the Mercedes suspension on it, the original 300 had, to the Fiat, I questioned that, but it turned out to be absolutely great. One of the quietest sedans I've ever driven on the road. Now, last year I rode a column. If you were going to retire, buy a car and go see America, cruise it for the rest of your life, Chrysler 300 still came in first. They start barely over 31, this one's 39, but on Chrysler's website they say up to $5,000 in incentives. And that means you can still buy this vehicle in the mid-20 range, and at that price, this is the best sedan on the road for the money. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
Wow.
It's a great looking car. We rented one of those. Ed, it was so quiet, it was unbelievable.
And the handling's great on the road, Tim.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and we found the mileage not bad at all either. Yep.
Okay, well, you can listen to Ed on 570 KLIF tomorrow. His car column, as always, and Saturday's Fort Worth Star Telegram.